President Donald Trump spent Sunday evening going to a prominent golf competition, flagging that he won't be cowed by fault-finders of his reaction to Hurricane Maria. Prior Sunday, Trump had laughed at politically inspired opportunists who had scrutinized his organization's sense of duty regarding reconstructing Puerto Rico after the pummeling storm and guaranteed Americans there had been enormous advance. The comments, in tweets and from the manicured green, exhibited Trump's insubordination despite charges that he has been occupied and his organization is back to react to the U.S. domain's battle to reestablish power and fundamental administrations in the 2 weeks after the tempest. Neither those charges, nor his past feedback of his ancestor for hitting the fairway amid an emergency, shielded him from going to the President's Cup. Subsequent to staying Saturday at his own New Jersey golf club, Trump flew out Sunday to Jersey City, where he spent the evening in the neighbor Linus suite roosted over the Liberty National Golf Club's 14th gap. He was available to introduce the competition's trophy to Team USA, which he devoted to the general population of Puerto Rico, Texas, Florida as yet recouping from tropical storm decimation. "I need to simply recall them and we will commit this trophy to those individuals that experienced so much, that we cherish," he stated, including of Puerto Rico. "We have it under truly incredible control." As Trump talked, somebody in the group blamed him for not thinking about Puerto Rico, utilizing the vulgarism to make the point. Coming back to the White House, Trump told correspondents Sunday evening, "We're doing truly well on Puerto Rico. I'll be going there on Tuesday. Huge advance being made. We're getting the streets open, we're completing a considerable measure of things truly at a record cut. So we're exceptionally content with that." Trump invested years pounding his antecedent, Barack Obama, both for playing golf and leaving Washington time after time. President Obama ought to have gone to Louisiana days back, rather than hitting the fairway, he tweeted in August of a year ago, after serious flooding in the state. Short of what was expected. In 2014, Obama was reprimanded for playing golf directly in the wake of addressing columnists about the execution of writer James Foley by Islamic State aggressors. What's more, President George W. Bush was blamed for not instantly coming back to Washington from his Crawford, Texas, farm after Hurricane Katrina crushed New Orleans. White House Representative Lindsey Walters said the president had focused on going to the golf competition numerous months back. He is as a rule constantly refreshed on the circumstance in Puerto Rico and just came quickly to exhibit the trophy to the American group who are filling in as extraordinary delegates for our nation, she stated, including, "He is anxious to get to Puerto Rico on Tuesday and further underline his commitment to the recuperation endeavors which have gotten boundless acclaim from neighborhood authorities on the ground." San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz, whose feedback on Friday of the government reaction drew Trump's disdain, said Sunday that individuals from elected organizations had been useful yet that the island required significantly more. "I perceive the great heart that the FEMA individuals have. They need to help, yet they don't have the assets," she said on ABC's This Week. Her tone was far various Friday when she blamed the Trump organization for killing us with the wastefulness after the tempest. She asked the president to ensure some person is in control that is up to the assignment of sparing lives, and claimed for help to spare us from biting the dust. Trump had reacted by scorning the poor administration capacity of the leader and others in Puerto Rico who are not ready to get their specialists to help. He included, without elaboration, "They need everything to be improved the situation them when it ought to be a group exertion." Trump's end-of-the-week tweets demonstrated hatred for any protestations about a slowpoke U.S. reaction to the cataclysmic event that has risked the island's future. He over and over rebuked the press for what he sees as uncalled-for scope. During fiascos, pioneers regularly hold divided contrasts. Be that as it may, Trump has an inclination for punching back against fault-finders, whatever the conditions. "At the point when the president gets assaulted, he assaults back," said Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who included that the chairman's remarks were uncalled for, given what the government has done. Be that as it may, to Senator Bernie Sanders, I Vermont, Trump's tweets were unspeakable. He described the president as talking from his favorite golf club, playing golf with his extremely rich person companions, assaulting the leader of San Juan, who is battling to bring power, nourishment, water and gas to the island. I don't realize what world Trump is living in. Ohio Governor John Kasich, who tested Trump for the GOP presidential assignment a year ago, said when individuals are amidst the catastrophe, you don't begin endeavoring to reprimand them. I don't realize what to state. The Trump Organization said it had more than 10,000 government authorities on the ground, and that urban hunt and protect groups have secured the whole island, seeking more than 2,649 structures. 59 healing centers are in part operational, and 45% of clients approach drinking water, authorities said. Stores are additionally opening, with almost 50% of stable and huge box stores, and more than 60% of retail service stations open for business. Trump's organization has attempted as of late to battle the recognition that he neglected to rapidly get a handle on the extent of Maria's devastation and has given the U.S. district less consideration than he gave on Texas, Louisiana and Florida after they were hit by tropical storms. The primary concern is in any event for the principal week and a large portion of the exertion has been moderate-footed, disrupted, and not sufficient, said Senator Toss Schumer, DNY. Long and Mnuchin talked on NBC's Meet the Press. Sanders and Kasich were on CNN's Condition of the Union and Schumer showed up on CBS Face the Nation.